when it comes to shit like that, when it comes to life, I mean, like I said before, you only got two choices, baby, when it comes to there. Because when you falling off, it's not like some graceful thing. I mean, yeah. Welcome to Deep Talk with Sony Blaze, and it's not deep talk, and I'm gonna keep that in there. So to let y'all know, like this first week, it's very crazy. But welcome to Deep Bite with Sony Blaze, where we have deeper bites on subjects that we discussed on Deep Talk with Sony Blaze. I am your host, Sony Blaze. Let's take a deep bite. So, when it comes to starting all over, when you in that process about to fall off, yes, there are only two choices that you have. Yes, there's only two choices that you have, and like I explained in that short, you can either you can sit there and fall and learn from the experience, and then once you sit there and pick up that experience and just fall as gracefully as you can pick up the pieces and learn all that you have learned, so you can sit there and restart and do something a lot more better and more graceful, so you can sit there and be at a better position that you are in your life. Or you can sit there and choose the other option and crash and burn. You can either fall gracefully or you can crash and burn. That's the only two choices that you have when you're at that point of falling off. Because a lot of times, a lot of us, let's be real, when we're in life, and especially when we're at those highs, because a lot of times when you're falling off, you probably at a high, like the highest that you probably ever been or whatsoever, but you're at a high. When you're at that high, you don't really think about the fall off until you fall off. And while you're in that process of falling off, you have only two choices. Like, think about how all the stars who fell off, a lot of them, they had two choices when they fell off. That's either they sit there, crash and burn, or find a way to just phase out gracefully. A lot of them just crash and burn and end up in a worse position that they are. So, as for you who's listening to this right now, if you're having that moment, if you know you're about to have that moment, or you have that moment as we speak right now, you have only two choices that you can actually go ahead and do. And those two choices are, like I said before, you can sit there and fall gracefully. Once you fall gracefully, you learn those lessons that you have, learn from those experiences that you have, and then once you got what you need, you sit there and be like, okay, since I learned everything I needed to learn, this is what I can actually go ahead and do. And then you sit there and do what you need to do, and pick yourself back up and restart on life. Or you could sit there and crash and burn with a blaze of glory, I guess. And then watch how things just fall apart and crumble at your feet, crumble out your hands. Because a lot of times when you, if you choose that path, it's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. It's going to be painful. It is going to be painful, and you're going to feel those hits. Every single hit that you're going to hit, you're going to feel it. Now, once that happens, and be blessed if that doesn't happen, but if it does, once it falls down, just try to find a way to find something or someone that can help you, or try to just find a way to recover, because while you crash and burn, just think of it as you're flying, like as a plane as it descends and is about to crash. Because when you think about it, like if you're a pilot or something, you only have two choices. You could sit there, you could, abandon the plane, jump off, get your parachute, jump off, and you might be scared of heights and whatever, jump off, but then safely land with the parachute, and you might end up in a random place, but you're still safe, and and you're not in danger, or you can crash with the plane. Now, just like in real life, there is a very small percentage of people who crash and burn but still make it out alive. Very small percentage. And even after that, the even more of a smaller percentage people who sit there and got out that crash with their limbs intact. So what I'm saying, if you're on that path of crash and burn, there is no guarantee that you will make it out there unscathed. There is not a guarantee that you will sit there and make it there with you make it out there at the best place. Mainly what I'm saying is there's not really a great chance for you if you went and picked the crash and burn type of route. That's what it is. That's what happens. There's no best way to actually put it. But anyways, thank you for joining for Deep Bites with Sony Blaze. And these episodes will be a lot longer. What I'm going for Deep Talk with Deep Bites with Sony Blaze, I'm saying Deep Talk. With Deep Bites with Sony Blaze are 15 minutes shows. So at least for now, at this point of the show, because like I said, I wanted to sit there at least start off how I started off with Deep Talk with Sony Blaze, just to go straight in, just dive deep, and just go straight in the episode without too much, and then work my way up. So at least next week we're gonna sit there and work with better scripts, and with the beginning of this format, I will work on a better intro. I mean, I'm still gonna work with some of the. I'm gonna just polish the intro. That's what I should say. Polish the intro. Make sure I have a outline, and make sure it's at least between 10 to 15 minutes, because that's my goal for this episode. And also, if you're somebody who's out there who want to start content creation, just sit there and pay attention to this how I do, so you can sit there and learn from my mistakes and my accomplishments, because this is just a start. Man, thank you for joining my corner, viewers. Peace. Oh man, I have to say, man, recording all these in one day, it's just